we're clueless. We don't know how to break down teams.
Okay.
Garnacho was terrible. I mean, Ugarte was really bad. Dalot has been terrible this season generally. Maino, we don't yet know where he's going to play. Whether he's a midfielder or he's going to play as one of the 10s. I didn't see that coming. That was a really shock defeat. I thought we were going to be solid at home against Crystal Palace, especially with the fact that we've been winning some games back to back now, building a bit of momentum and all of that stuff. So I didn't see us losing today. It's a very surprising defeat. And we started well. We were pressuring them. We had 2 good chances. Maino hit the post. I think Bruno had another chance, or somebody. I think Garnacho had a chance that was blocked. We started really well, and then after a while, Crystal Palace grew into the game. And we didn't take our chances, and Premier League, if you don't take your chances, you get punished.
So as it stands now, coming to your ground and suffer this kind of heavy defeats, how are you feeling at the moment?
I won't say I'm surprised. Okay, I'm a bit surprised, but I won't say I'm not losing my head over it, because that's how bad we've been this season. We've been losing to literally everybody. Bournemouth, Wolves. I don't think there's a single team that we've not lost to this season that maybe apart from Ipswich and the other likes, but we've been really terrible this season. We're like 13th on the table right now. That tells you who's story. So it's not a surprising defeat. It's not a shocking defeat. A bit of a surprise, yes, but it's not a shocking defeat.
Not a shocking defeat.
Yeah.
Well, let's take your word for it. So what can you say about the game play generally?
Well, I think
about Amorim's tactical approach to this game.
Yeah, well, I think Amorim wanted to come in the summer, because obviously I did see our players. I knew that they were not fit for this kind of system, the wing back system, and inside forwards that play in between the lines. But our board, Ineos and all, they were like, no, it is now or never, even though they look for someone else, and he didn't want to pass up on the opportunities to coach United. But right now we just need to give him a bit of time, because the players right now are not going to be players that are going to be there next season or upper season. It's going to have to change a lot. We don't have wing backs, we don't have good central midfielders. Casemiro, Eriksen, they're all old and fragile now. We don't even have a striker. Højlund, Zexi, I don't count them as strikers, man. They're just playing for fun.
You just know even their role on the pitch, you don't know it, right?
They're just playing. They're confused themselves. So you can't even ask me. They've not scored in about 10 games or thereabout. Like that tells you everything. So we need a lot of players. We need a lot of players. We need new players.
So as it stands, there happens to be a new addition in the team. In the Dogu, right? Dogu. So hadn't been the guys in this game today, do you think the result would have been maybe a bit better?
No. Because it's about collective efforts. One player doesn't make a difference. We've seen games in which Ahmad has gingered and helped us win some games, maybe even Bruno once in a while, but on the long run that doesn't matter, because that's going to just be like few games.
It's about consistency.
Yeah, the entire players have to come together and play as a team.
It's like this team choose a game to turn on and another game to switch off entirely, because you see them in the game and say, wow, this team is kind of gelling up, kind of improving, and another game, which kind of team is this?
Well, I think one is mentality issues. But then secondly, if you look at the games that we play well, they're mostly against teams that come out and attack us. They don't sit back and hit on the counter attack. So we've always been a transition kind of team since Fergie's time. That is what Amorim is trying to beat out of these players, but they don't just know how to play possession-based football. They are always better on the counter attack, on transition. So when we're playing against teams like Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, they will come out and attack us. So there will always be space in behind to exploit against them. So we always play well against those teams. But when we play against teams like Crystal Palace,
that sucks pressure.
That sucks up pressure and hit us on the break. We're clueless. We don't know how to break down teams. That's just literally one of our biggest problems.
So which player are you thinking? Are you pointing for criticism in this game?
Single?
I mean that you are pointing out for criticism.
I think I can mention 7 today.
Okay.
Garnacho was terrible. I mean, Ugarte was really bad.
I think he tried. He really tried in the midfield.
I think he was sloppy in possession 1. 2, he didn't have that impact of playing forward passes enough for us to break down their defense. Majarai is not a wing back. He's more of a full back or a central back or a right central back, but he's not a wing back. Dalot has been terrible this season generally. I mentioned Garnacho before, but I'll say it again. Garnacho, you should have sold him for that £40 million. Seriously, that's the best offer I'll get for him. He's kind of like a player that comes when people are tired of and he can take advantage. With his space in behind in transition. But he's not United quality. He's not a starter at United.
United player.
Yet, and I mean, Højlund has actually on the bench today. That tells you all you need to know about them. Maino, we don't yet know where he's going to play. Whether he's a midfielder or he's going to play as one of the 10s. Like, he doesn't yet know where to fit into the system. You get Maguire, Rio, Martinez. I don't think they even had enough cover today to even blame them. The midfield was porous. The wing backs were out of position most times. So that's just that. But mostly, Ahmad was even terrible today. By his standards, or standards are high rating, but I'll say he was terrible because he could have done so much better. We know him. He created two chances today, but he could have done so much better. The entire team was poor. That questions the fact that when Amorim came in, I think as a good coach, I feel like he should kind of like look for a way for short-term plans. This 3-4-3 or 3-4-2-1 is not working in the main way.
That's quite familiar. That the players are familiar with
what the players are used to. 4-3-3.
I think this one is another game entirely. So it kind of takes a lot of time to really gel.
Right now, the season is gone. The best you can do is kind of like dampen the damage. Do you understand? So minimize the effect. So now we need to finish like maybe 7th, 8th, 6th, that kind of thing. So use the formations and system the players are used to get good results. Then when you get the players that useful for your system, you can now change come the summer and winter of next season. Then you can now change the entire narrative, the entire system of players. When you have the wing backs, you have the midfielders, you have the attackers that can play that system. A good coach always blends or plays according to the players that they have. This doggedness of no, it's going to be my system, my way. In the long term, I think it might cost him his job in a way because right now he's really using United fans. They're like, system is not working. We need a change. You can switch to 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, 4-4-2. Anything that the players can still play too.
But right, Premier League, you don't just come and go about a whole lot of changing just
at once. And we don't even have good players in the normal place. So having players that can play the system now, we don't have them. Dalot is not a wing back. Even right wing back, I won't put him there because he's not that good. Talking about playing left wing back when he has to come into his right foot infield. You get that. So these players can't play this system right now.
So at the end of the season, do you see United make at least in the top 6?
No way in hell. we can definitely not make that top 6. It's not possible. The teams that are there right now are winning game in game out. Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, Man City are even still coming back in form. There's still Newcastle, Brighton. I won't really count them per se, but then they're still in the top 10. You get. I don't think we have a chance. No. Our best finish is maybe top 8.